Hello everyone, Simon here. Welcome back to... do I new save or do I save that one? Welcome back to the Long Dark. And we have just met the Grey Mother. And now we need to find wood and fuel. She has an infinite fireplace, by the way. See the little timer thing? Infinite time. Man, what a curious thing. So in the Long Dark, fire is one of the most important things in the game. And in survival mode, all fire has a limited duration. But in the story mode, we have infinite fireplaces, and we don't have to worry about making our own fire. We can just use her fire. Isn't that great? Oh, it's pretty dark, huh? What time is it? Nighttime. Before we go to sleep for the night, remember I picked up the coal? So I transferred 5 coal into there. Maybe I've transferred this as well. 6.6 out of 12, nice. And that's why I picked up the coal before. There's still a bit of light outside. Maybe I can go find some wood while there's still light outside. Ah, there's a wolf out there. Look at that. The wolf just killed a rabbit. Maybe we don't go outside. I saved the game. Let me see if this is safe or not. It's probably not. You can use vehicles as shelter from the weather and from animals. There's also sometimes loot inside. There's a newspaper there. Don't really need a newspaper right now. The wolf was out that way. There are sticks on the ground, so this counts as fuel as well. I don't know if that wolf is following me or not. Here we have more coal. 4 bits of coal can get reclaimed wood, but it takes time to break that.
This is just terrible.
It takes time to break down the wood. Trying to avoid the dog. Saving. I should probably go back and sleep. The thing is, it's too dark, and if we go inside, we can't actually see what's inside. There's not enough light. So we want to come back in the daytime to loot things. Let me check this car real quick. Like, even here, I'm not sure if I can see any loot. Back seats. Nothing in the back seat, right? Trunk requires a pry bar. Okay, let's go back. Let's not be out here. I don't think there's anything in there. There was a wolf. But I think the wolf is running away from me. We are playing on easy difficulty, so maybe it's not gonna try and attack me. Alright, let's go back. relatively close, doesn't it? Okay, it's running away. So it's not hostile, it's running away. We don't have to worry about the dog. Back 11. 11.1. 11.72. We're almost done with the firewood. There's a fridge here. 0 out of 8,000. Can I do this in the dark? So remember that rabbit I picked up earlier? We can harvest the rabbit by hand, believe it or not. Harvest that, it takes almost 2 hours. And amazingly, we can do this in the dark. So we harvest the rabbits, and we put the rabbit meat in the fridge. Nice, so that's 400 out of 8,000. And I'm also going to drop the rabbit. So we have a fresh gut. Can be used for crafting and repair after air drying indoors for 5 days. Can be used for crafting and repair after air drying indoors for 3 days. So if you leave that to cure, you can use it to craft things. Alright. It's pitch black, but since I've played this game before, I can navigate this house even in the pitch black. Just sleep in the bed for maybe 9 hours. Except I'm not that tired. So it's gonna wake me up, and it's still gonna be dark, huh? Alright, well it's kind of morning, and we're almost out of water. Let me drink. I don't want to loot the house, but it's too dark to see anything. Let's get outside. Oh yeah, 13%, look at that. Okay, so I think the plan is to hunt more rabbits. Like, go hunt rabbits, come back with rabbits, and fill her fridge with rabbits. I might just use the knife, or the shard. The metal shard to harvest the rabbits. Gonna hunt rabbits because the artificial food, the man-made food, they last longer and you don't have to cook it, right? The rabbits you have to cook before you can safely eat it. I'll come back for the sticks. So the rabbits will give to the Great Mother, and she can cook them if she wants. It's quite cold. Maybe I should find some clothes. Hold on. You know what? Change of plans. Oh wait, no, it's too dark to loot the houses, huh? Alright, well let me catch maybe a few rabbits before I get too cold. And then we'll come back and warm up. Let's see how that goes. One rabbit was like 400 calories, right? So 20 rabbits will fill the fridge. I'm losing body temperature very quickly right now. A little bit concerning. Stones. There were rabbits walking around here yesterday. Let me pick up a few more stones. Right, rabbits. Wow, it turned around. It turned around right before I hit it. What's that up there? I didn't see that last time I was here. Why did that miss? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Get wrecked. Alright, you're gonna be dinner for the Grey Mother. I'm losing body temperature really fast. What's that up there? Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, come on, dude. How hard is it? How hard is it to catch a rabbit? Oh, bro. Always throwing it over them? This game's hard, you guys. I got him. Get wrecked, rabbit. Okay, let's get out of here before I freeze to death. 2 rabbits is not much, but what I really should do is find more clothing. Maybe like run back. Well, not run too much. Run a little bit back. I guess I'll pick up some stones on the way back. Oh, some sticks? Because we almost have enough sticks, right? For her firewood. I am watching my body temperature, so we're about halfway to freezing. We were at full temperature when we came out, and then as we hit halfway I go back. The idea is, you know, you spend half your body heat coming out and the other half going back, and we should make it back before we start freezing. That's the plan, at least. Although we're walking downhill, so walking downhill is faster as well. And this is kind of what I mean when I talk about this game being a bit of a game. Because you're playing this, you kind of want to... This game invites you to immerse yourself in the whole Canada survival thing, right? Canada Blizzard survival. But also, as you get used to playing the game, you're just watching your bars. Like, you have your heat, your fatigue, your water, and your food. And just watching that all the time. Okay, we have enough firewood for Grey Mother. And now it's lighter in here. We can start looting her house. Not sure if there's anything to loot in her house. Rabbit. Harvest this. Let's use the knife. Ooh, what's faster? 1 hour 26, 1 hour 12. Okay, 1 hour 12. Nice. And then we harvest this. 1 hour 13. Does take quite a while. Right, very good. And then we're gonna drop that. Let that cure. And then put some calories in the fridge. Where are we? 1,800 out of 8,000. Right, so tin of sardines, like this stuff, the processed food lasts a lot longer. And you can eat it straight from the can. Unlike the rabbit meat, which you do have to cook. Let me search the freezer real quick. Nothing in the freezer. Cardboard box. She does have a stove. I don't know if I should take the pot and the can. You can cook stuff in pots and cans. Alright, so if I have one pot, probably don't need more than 2 cooking things. Oh, right. So we have 2 of those. I'm going to drop the cans and use the pots to cook, if we ever need to cook. Alright, she has a fire there. Table. Can break the table for firewood, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Kind of hoping the Grey Mother will have... Oh, a sewing primer. Okay, we can learn to sew. What does that say? The basics of survival. Repair 3 clothing items. Work through the survival school lessons. Right. So we have a tutorial, I guess. When there's a blizzard outside, it makes sense to read then. Because you can't go outside in a blizzard unless you want to freeze to death. So then you have nothing to do, start reading. You can take water from the toilet. It'd be handy, but let's not weigh ourselves down too much, right? How much water do I have right now? 3 liters? Way too much. Unless we are going on a long hike. Nothing here. Another bed. The trunk is locked. Lily's trunk key. Alright, there's nothing there. Let's go into Milton and loot all the other buildings. Until it gets dark. Ah, there's books there. Alright, let's get out. Save the game. Make sure we don't get ambushed by wolves. A flare is sometimes useful. Car battery. Oh, there's fuel. Can I get fuel? Nothing in the cars, huh? Betrayal. Hold on, what did I pick up? What did I just pick up? Is it there? No. Betrayal? Quick note. Examine. I left him like I promised I would, and I waited here like you asked. Where are you? It's getting too cold to sit here. Pick me up at the old post office when you can, and let's get out of here. If you don't pick me up by midnight, I'm out of here on my own. Ah. Left him like you told me to. And then you also got left behind. Ah, it's a cruel, cruel world, isn't it? Everybody's betraying everybody. No more cash. I mean, look. There's a, what is this, a bank? There's a bank, there's a post office. It's not that bad. Baseball
I think I
cap.
can use this.
Oh, soda. That's gonna come in handy. Am I wearing the cap or no? Yes, I am. Huh. Why is that on the outside? Wouldn't that on the out... Hold on, take off. Wear that. Wear that. Yeah, that's on the inside. Take off. Wear that. I don't know how that works. I am wearing two hats though. I thought the one on the outside would be on the outside. Scrap metal. I'm not sure if I can use scrap metal.
I'll be hungry later.
Alright, so that's food.
Must be the key to the bank manager's house.
Bank manager's house key. Water. Nothing there. A floppy disk. So this game has been in development for 9 years. Even 9 years ago, people were not using floppy disks anymore. And now the year is 2026, and there's a game with a floppy disk in it.
I could use this.
I mean, I don't actually need medication, I don't think. Ooh, socks. Wait, what was that? Cotton scarf? Oh, it's just sitting underneath? Crazy. I would have missed that. I would have totally missed that. Toilet. You can take the water out of the toilet. I'm wearing all my socks. Okay, so let's check this. The torque 0.9 and 0.5. 0.4 and 0, that's not good. Better than this though. So we're gonna wear this and stop wearing this. We're gonna get as much clothing as possible. I don't have a pry bar. Papers. A tin of coffee.
What have we here?
And tea. You have to brew the tea and the coffee though. This one is just a cup of coffee. Paper, newsprints. Nothing there.
That'll come in handy.
Painkillers, don't need that.
Locked. Can't get in here yet.
Right, need the vault code. So this is funny. Nobody tells you this, but you can just pick these safes. The game doesn't tell you this at all, right? But it makes a sound when you reach the right number. Oh, so it's like 57? No, 52. Ah, crap. 52 8? Nope, again. 52. 8. Crap. 52 8 47. Nobody tells you this, right? You can just open these. 52 8 47. And there you go. Paper, book,
This'll come in handy.
cash, cash, cash. It's just junk. Absolute junk. Thanks for nothing, video game. Absolute trash. Okay. So we're looking for food and clothes. Cherry
fuel.
can.
Could be useful.
Don't have a lantern. Wood matches? Well, yeah, like a lot of the stuff we don't need that much of. We don't need that many scrap metal. But we'll just grab it, right? And we'll put it back in Grey Mother's house. Just in case. There's books on the ground. Books... Oh, I'm hungry. Books can be used for fuel. Crunchy stuff. The food is pretty funny. With the nuts bar is called crunchy stuff. Nothing there. Pinnacle peaches. Nothing there. Freezer.
Could end up being useful.
One cotton talk. Blue socks, orange soda. What do we have? These are sports socks. One wool socks. 0.30, 0.20, 0.10. Alright, go wear this. 9 and 5, 7 and 3. Okay, so this is better. Nice. Alright, slightly better than before. And back outside. That building is boarded up. Don't see anything, right? I don't know if I should, like, search the cars that thoroughly. Seems like there's just not that much stuff in the cars. Nothing. Do you see anything? No? Alright, nothing there. So this building here is the post office. Milton Post Office. Medicinal plants of Great Bear. A note with information about how to use plants to cure maladies.
I think I can use this.
So another tutorial book that we should read later. Driving gloves. Town of Milton. Leaflet containing information about Great Bear Island presented by Great Bear Historical Society. Read text. Founded in 1911, during the early rush to mine coal in the surrounding mountains, Milton went through a boom-bust cycle throughout the 1900s, at one point peaking at about 1,000 residents. 1,000! In the 2000s, it settled into the hundreds, and post-collapse, the population has struggled to remain in the low double digits. Originally built along a supply route from the coastline leading into the interior, the old dirt path was replaced by a paved highway in 1960. Its location about halfway between Port Mary and the interior mountains gave it a natural advantage as a convenient stopping-off point for fuel and supplies for miners, loggers, mill workers, and campers from the mainland, a dynamic that fueled the town's growth as the island's economy boomed in the 1980s. However, the construction of the Great Bear Highway, also known as Highway 15, meant travelers could easily bypass Milton on their way north, which in many ways triggered the gradual decline of Milton's importance as a gateway town. This decline was exaggerated even more in the post-collapse economic environment, where very few travelers or resource workers had reason to visit Great Bear. Eventually, apart from a few stalwarts and old-timers with deep roots in the area, Milton became, for all intents and purposes, a ghost town. Right, so the collapse. When this game was conceived, when was it?
This stuff will come in handy.
It's 2026 now. 2017? So the people who made the game were affected by the 2008 financial crisis. And so the narrative about the Great Collapse came out of that a little bit. But you know, we've had plenty of collapses since then. We had the COVID thing. So there's just a lot of disasters since then. Milton Post Office note, read it. Margaret, we have to stop accepting mail at Milton. We have no way of getting it back to the mainland, but we can't tell people that, or they'll know we've been holding on to it all this time. You've just been holding on to the mail? Find some excuse. Whenever you can, encourage people to use email or drone if they can afford it. I'll keep my eyes open for the mail van, but I don't hold out high hopes. I imagine Jack probably drove it into a tree again. Somewhere way back in the 40s. Or in the back 40. We're likely to never find it back. Damn, I should have stopped him from taking the truck while he was on the drink. I'll see what I can do to fix the situation. Hold tight. They don't have a mail van anymore. And the mail's not getting out. Yeah, no, like everything just fell apart in a uncontrolled way. Was 2008 like that? I guess for some places it was like that. Anyway, time for me to take a break again. When we come back, we continue looting Milton. I'll see you next time.